here's the one door ding in it. It's really hard to notice. It's right on the wheel arch. I was told by a paintless dent repair guy that the guy who I was speaking to didn't want to touch it because he wasn't sure if it would actually come out or if it would possibly make it worse. But that guy actually had some bad reviews on Yelp, so I'm sure a good guy could probably get this out without messing with anything else. It's pretty tiny. It's hard to notice where it's at. So that is probably one of the only little flaws in there. I think the rest of them, I got a couple little scuffs down on the side skirts. There's one on the other side as well, but nothing really major. That's about it with as far as cosmetic damage. The car's cold. I started the car whenever I sent those first videos, which was Monday, was the last time it ran. Let me open my garage door so I don't kill myself. So first start, it's cold. It's 6:37 p.m. It's about 50 degrees inside my garage with the heat on. It's about 30 degrees outside with the wind chill. So you guys can see miles, time, 6:37 p.m. Has been run, 0 minutes since started. Fires right up. Radio booting up. Gear shift lever goes into the gears very smoothly. The clutch is depressed, of course, right now with the engine running. The clutch, as far as I know, is stock. It grabs perfectly, grabs pretty much like the car was brand new still. Besides the track day that I've had it on, the car has since I've owned it, I've never done a burnout, never done anything stupid like that. I mean, I've driven it spiritedly, never, balls to the wall or anything nuts like that. Besides obviously the track day, which was rather fun. E-brake works nice and well. The glove box door, fully functional with the light in there. I also have, which is old now, but I have connected to the radio is the 30-pin iPod jack, which to get a lightning cable or any kind of Samsung device, you would have to get an adapter, of course. The original owner's manual with the booklet. I have some more paperwork inside for the car, actually, from the booklet that I gotta get together. All the door panels are in very good condition. The seats in the back, I can't switch my camera right now, but everything in the back is in good condition. I had the seats folded down for when I was transporting the wheels in the back. I just got to clean the hatch out. I got some just random stuff back there, nothing major, but the car's running. I don't know if you could probably not tell in the video, but with the stage 2 engine mounts, there is a slight, little bit of roughness, I guess, but the only time you really feel the engine mounts, because they're stage 2, like I said, so they're a little bit more firm than normal, than the factory ones at least. And you really feel it when you're under heavy throttle in lower gears. The car kind of vibrates, but in my opinion, this was probably one of the best modifications that was done to the car, because it makes you feel like you're really connected with the car, and the car's connected with the road. So you know, like I said, I have all the stock parts. I have the stock engine mount, so if you don't like it, you know, you feel free to do as you choose. But in my opinion, they are well worth the few drawbacks that there are with the engine mounts, as far as the vibrations and stuff like that. I would say they're definitely well worth it. But I don't know if you could hear in the video or not right now, but the secondary air system's just kicking on and off, doing its normal thing. I do know that occasionally, sometimes you could kind of hear a thumping in the rear of the car, under the rear, or by the rear seat, sort of, which what I was told was the leak detection pump kicking on and off, doing its measurement for the evap system. Yeah, other than that, hold on, I'll give it a couple throttle blips. Also, the exhaust, when the car is first started, when it's cold, it has a little bit of tinny and popping noises, which normally smooths out once you start driving and the car heats up a little bit. But as you can see, it's still cold. The engine's still cold, so you know, it takes a little bit for it to completely warm up. So the only thing factory left in the exhaust is the cats, and I don't have any check engine lights or anything like that for them, so I had no need to replace them. The reason why the factory exhaust was replaced with the Miltech system was the rear tips on the muffler were starting to rust, and the exhaust clamps that were holding them on, I guess, were like around $200 for both of them. So, you know, I put the other $600 towards a new Miltech catback system. I do have, right now it's unresonated, but I do have the resonated portion of the exhaust as well, in case it's too loud for you. It definitely quieted down a lot. But I also, like I mentioned, I do have the Miltech headers on the car as well, and I do have the factory ones, which the flex pipe is broken on it, but it's could easily be replaced by any kind of exhaust shop. But I opted to get the Miltech system, since, you know, obviously a little bit more performance. The sound was a lot better when I noticed from the factory to the Miltech system, and you know, you should never have to worry about, you know, the exhaust manifolds or the exhaust, you know, from the catback ever again. The cats, like I said, I was going to replace them eventually, but until they failed, I was going to leave them as is. So all the lights on the inside of the car work. Shut the door. All the lights work. Everything is completely functional on the car. The AC is cold, the heat is hot. Let's see here. Let me turn the blower on. Flasher works. ESP works. Yeah, can't see out there, but the headlights work. I'll try to get a video on it. It might be hard to see, of the headlight covers, like I was explaining to you guys in that email that I actually completely forgot about until I saw the email this morning from the retrofit source. Yeah, if you guys want me to, I could, you know, remove the headlights and send them out and mail you guys the new ones. But, you know, I'm sure you guys are going to be driving maybe when it's dark out, you know, so you would need headlights. So it's your call. If anything, you guys could mail them back, and, you know, I will, reimburse the company with the difference in the money for the correct bulbs and have them shipped to you directly. So let me open the engine bay here. I think I have a flashlight. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of hard to see, but this harness back here is this is the ballast for the module, and these are the two relays that control both the left and right headlight. Let me move to the other side where there might be a little bit more room to show you exactly what I'm referring to. Yeah, you could kind of see down here. The headlight is latched, it's closed, it's solid. Let me see if I could put this down. If you could kind of see this, but the headlight cover will not move. But from what I was told, if you could see back here, there's a little gap in the headlight cover to the headlight assembly itself. From what I was told, the headlights that I originally had in the car, the bulb was part of the harness, and in the new style that I got, the bulb was separate from the harness. It was two pieces instead of one. So that caused a little bit of a clearance issue with the cover itself. But other than that, the bulbs are fully functional and they work as designed. You could see down from here, this angle, that is the stage 2 engine mount on the passenger side. All the fluid levels are good. The engine oil was just replaced probably less than 200 miles ago. I don't know if you can see down there, but no leaks in the engine at all. Everything is pretty dry. There's no leaks under the car. The brake fluid was recently flushed as well. Hard to see, but you can see it. The fluid is kind of clear, is pretty clear. You could barely even see it in the bottle. So everything is good. The battery was replaced, I think a year and a half ago, I want to say. I got the bill inside, but that's definitely been looking after. The 40,000 mile maintenance or 80,000 mile maintenance was done at 80,000 miles. So you should be good to go until 120 as far as maintenance goes. I have the wheels, they're cleaned and sitting up in my garage, with cardboard in between so they don't get nicked and scratched up. There are a few little rock chips in them, but nothing major. There's no huge, curb rash or paint missing out of them. And like I had mentioned, it's kind of hard to see because of the light there, but it's like I mentioned, I believe this is the only set of these Compomotives in the US in this size, so it's pretty cool in my opinion. Other than that, I will get you another video tomorrow with the car, or not tomorrow, Friday, because it's supposed to still be raining a little bit, or maybe wet tomorrow. But there's the OEM Hella rear taillights. You guys got to let me know if you want which. I'm gonna put these wheels on probably on Friday. The Compomotives have them put on Friday for you guys to take home, and then I'll box the Aristos are in the boxes for these wheels. So I will throw those in the back for you guys and make sure the car's all cleaned up and ready to go for you. So it's an awesome car. I'm going to be really sad to see it go. But, unfortunately things in life change, and hopefully you guys, Steven, you in particular, have a awesome time with this thing, because the 6 years that I've owned it, I've pretty much loved every single minute of it. So, but like I said, unfortunately times have changed and priorities have changed. So it's time to move on.